Falls is a very dangerous thing when it occurs in an elderly. First of all, you want to make sure why they're falling in the first place. To figure out is there issues going on with their ears, which controls the balance, or is it vertical? Is it blood pressure that's not getting to the head? The blood's not getting to the brain, so that you get dizzy, or even as simple as your feet being out of alignment creates imbalances. So when you have these cases, you want to make sure you address the problem, and in order to address the problem, you got to get to know what the cause is, which is not easy to do. But in terms of respect to creating more balance into a patient, there's exercises you can do to strengthen that up. Balance is a coordination activity. A lot of times what they can do is stand in one foot and hold on to something, or close their eyes, make sure they are holding on the railing so that if they do fall, they can grab on. And also using a balancing board is an excellent way to improve balance in a patient. And when they do have that coordination, that prevents a lot of falls that can occur walking down the street, walking downstairs, or even going to the washroom, and which I've dealt with some cases where they fall and hit their head and passed out. So when the falls is one of the most dangerous things in an elderly, and if you can prevent that, you can save yourself a lot of headaches and a lot of problems in the future. Well, balancing board is basically a board that could be a square or a circle, and there's like a little ball in the center, and the patient would stand on the board and they would go back and forth, side to side, do circles, and that's just a type of exercise to help your body's coordination of your balance. Where can they get that? They can get it in, their health professionals, that physio, the chiropractic. They can get that through even through sometimes Walmart, or even health stores that would carry that.
And does your clinic carry that?
We do carry that. We do have a lot of modalities that TENS machines, and pain modalities that our exercise equipment that we provide to our elderly patients. And the good thing is, not only just getting the proper equipment, but to make sure that they're using it properly.
Right.
That is the key. You can buy a balancing board, but if you don't know how to use it, you can actually cause more problems, because if you use it properly, you can fall and create more problems. So it's best to get advice as to what kind of equipment you need and how to use that equipment.
Right, and then your team of staff would be able to teach your patients how to use it.
We don't let any products go out of our office until we know that the patient is using it properly. Because if they come back and say, I use this and it hurts me more, well, obviously we didn't do our job, because we should have to inform them what to do, when to do it, how often to do it, and that's should be with every product that goes out of our office. Absolutely. The thing that is most common is when the patient is walking or going up and down stairs, or going to the washroom, or going to the kitchen to get some food. You got to make sure the floor is properly maintained. Make sure there's no slippery areas that can cause the elderly to slip or fall. Also, placing railings at certain strategic areas in the house to make sure that they have the assistance when they get out of the bed, when they go to the washroom, in the toilet. Make sure there's railings there, and even along the side of the walls. If the position from their bed to the washroom, let's say, you want to make sure that all the areas are prevented with proper railings, as well as make sure there's no objects that are in their path that can help cause them to slip or fall. So you want to make sure to clear the pathway, and to make sure there's any assistance that is necessary, so that they can move easier, and to have less energy for them, and prevent a lot of the problems from falling. The first thing I would keep in mind, the first thing that I would advise to all my elderly is to keep in motion. Keep your body moving. Our body is designed to move. We're not designed to lie in bed all day. We're not designed to sit in a wheelchair all day. Any type of movements you can create in your body, that would be beneficial to overall health. Motion is life, as they always teach us in school, from as a baby, as a fetus, all the way to the elderly. As you say, as soon as we say goodbye to the world, we're still trying to keep things in motion. That's the number one thing. The second thing I would recommend is to have a good balance, and basically nutrition, eating properly, getting the proper diet, what foods to eat, what foods not to eat, to keep a proper balance is the second recommendations I would make. The third recommendations is to keep your mind happy.
Positive.
Keep it active, keep it working, and keep it in a way that you're able to looking forward to the next day with a smile on your face. And if you can have that attitude, keep a positive attitude, your body follows through. The mind and the body are two entities that work together, like ice and water, like a pair of chopsticks. But what we do is you have to make sure if the mind is working properly, the body will follow. And if the body is working properly, the mind will follow. So as you can see, when areas of patients that come in, they say, oh, I have a lot of pain, it makes them miserable, and that's where the mind comes in. If their mind is all negative and they're lonely and they're sad, the body's going to feel tired, heavy. So they work together. So the idea is to keep your mind in a way that you're creating a positive atmosphere around you, and that creates a positive feedback towards your body to your mind, and vice versa.
Well, Dr. Lam, thank you for being here and sharing your experience and tips with us. So for anybody who's interested in seeing Dr. Lam and his team, we have his clinic's information on our website. Once again, Dr. Lam is a chiropractor, owner, and operator of VIP Healthcare Clinic located in North York. Thank you. We'll see you next time.